Hey, we're here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, so I'm going to share with you everything you need to know to fight your debt collectors in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. First of all, the statute of limitations here is 4 years. So from the first payment that you miss, that's when the clock starts for the statute of limitations. So after that, 4 years after that, your debt collector can't sue you anymore. So what you're going to do if that happens, if you get sued and it's been more than 4 years, you're going to file a motion to dismiss and ask the court to throw out your case because it's past the statute of limitation. Another thing that you need to know is that debt collectors cannot garnish wages in Pennsylvania. So you don't need to worry about them trying to come after your paycheck. However, they can garnish your bank account. So you want to make sure that you either fight this or settle it, or make sure there's no money in your bank account that they can come after. Another thing is that marital assets are exempt. So if you have a debt and a judgment against you, but you own something jointly with your spouse, they can't go after those assets. But anything that's held by you alone, they can come after. Now, when you're talking with a debt collector on the phone, you always want to be wary that they're recording your calls. However, in Pennsylvania, calls cannot be recorded without the consent of all parties that are on the call. So if they've got a recording of you, but they didn't get consent to use it, or to make the recording, then they can't use that recording in court against you. Pennsylvania has also passed something called the Fair Credit Extension Uniformity Act. That means that it's basically the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, but it's codified in Pennsylvania. So all of those laws, all the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act laws are going to apply in Pennsylvania courts. Finally, there's two common courts that your debt collection cases may end up in. First, there's the district court. That's going to be your small claims court, where you're going to go straight to a small claims trial. The second is going to be the court of common pleas. However, for smaller amounts, which is going to be most of your debt collection cases, those are going to go to court-mandated arbitration. However, both in district court and in those arbitration, both of those can be appealed to a jury or a bench trial. So hopefully those laws will help you in your fight against debt collectors in Pennsylvania. If you need more help, check out the forums at debtbrief.com. They apply, they work in Pennsylvania. Also, you can set up a time to meet with me. I'll coach you, teach you more about these laws and how they can work for you. Head to debtbrief.com.